Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will create a project for registration and login management system in Qt framework using C++. So this is our Qt framework interface where we have to create a project. So here I will choose this button, new or plus button. So here click it and then I will choose this Qt widget application and then I will decrease size of this window and then I will press this choose button and after it I have to declare a name for my project. So this is related to registration or login. So here I will give name to my project login. Okay, so this is by default path where your project will be saved. You can change it by choosing this browse button. Okay, now I will press next button and after it you can see these are some options for build system. First is sorry, by default is qmake and cmake qbs. I will go along with this qmake and then I will press this next button. This is class information, like class name is main window and base class is q main window. This main window class inherits from this q main window. So this is by default class that is provided by Qt framework, and this is information about header file, that is main window.h, where we have to declare all those functions that those we have to use in our project. And this is our main window.cpp source file, and in this a form will be generated. So this checkbox is clicked and after it you can see here form file main window.ui. This is main window UI for user, for creating a user interface window. Okay, so here I will press next again and now you can choose any language to translate your project or code, but I will go along this by default, that is none. And now I will press this next button again. Now you have to select a kit that contains a compiler for your project. So I will choose this MinGW 64-bit and then I will press next button. So this was last process. Now this is information about our project that is created. Okay, now I will press this finish button and now first of all I have to uh, create a user interface window. For this I will open this forms and now I will go inside this main window dot UI to create user interface. Okay, so here I will increase size of this window and so now I will increase width of this window. Now first of all I have to choose a label for my project. So here I will choose label. This is our label widget. So I will drag it into on this window and then I will increase size of this label and then I want to increase size of this text value. So here I will uh, select it and then I will press right button. Now I will choose this option, change style sheet. Okay, so here I will use this widget name as a selector, that is q label and then body, and now I will choose font size property, font size. Okay, this is property to change size of text value. So here I will set it at 20 px. Okay, and then I will press this apply button and then OK button. Okay, so I will change text value of this label. So here I will type login management system. Okay, and then I will set its position here. Okay, this is our title for our project and now I will use another uh, label widget. So I will set its position here and then I will increase size of this widget and now I want to change text value of this widget. So here I will type enter user name. Okay, so here I will get username. I want to increase size of this widget, and now I should use here a colon in last. So after it I will use another label. Now I will change size of this text. So here I will select again change style sheet, and now I will use again q label as a selector, and then I will choose again font size property, font size, and now I will set 15 px. Then I will press apply and OK. So I will increase size of this widget, and after it I will copy this widget, and then I will paste it on next line. So I will set it here, and after it I have to use two line widgets to get value or text from user. So here I will search line edit. So this is line edit widget. I will drag it into this window. Now I will increase size of this widget, and after it I have to increase size of text that will be inserted in this widget. So here I will select it, and then I will press right button. Then I will choose this change style sheet, and now here I will use name of widget as a selector, that is line edit. Okay, and then I will use font size property, font size property, and I will set size of text at 15 px, and then I will press apply button and then OK button. Okay, so I have to copy it, and then I will paste it on next line. So this is double. I will delete one of them, and then I will set its position here. Now I have to uh, use two buttons, one for OK and other for exit or close this user interface window. So this is our push button widget. I will drag it into this window. So I want to change value of this push button. So here I will press OK, sorry, type OK, and then I want to change size of this property or widget. So here I will choose again change style sheet, and then I will use q push button as a selector, and then I will choose again font size property, and then I will set text size at 15 px, and then I will press apply and then OK. Now I will copy this push button, and then I will paste it next, and here I will change again text value, and now I will set text exit, and after it now I have to make functional these buttons. So I have to select this button, and then I will press right button, and here you can see this is the provided option, that is go to slot. Okay, so I will click here. Now you can see some provided methods. So I will select this clicked method, and then I will press OK. So this function is added in our main window.cpp. Okay, so this is declared in main window.h. So I can change name of button. I will type here button. Okay, simply button, and after it I will save it. Now I will go back to main window.cpp, and here I will change button name. So name was set it at button, and after it I have to connect signal with slot. Okay, but first of all I want to explain uh, all about this given by default code. So these are our header files for main window.h and UI, I mean user interface main window.h. These are header files, and after it, this is our constructor for main window class that inherits from Q main window class that is provided by Qt framework. Okay, and after it, this is initialized, and after it, UI. This is a member variable, and this is initialized with this UI or new instance. Okay, and then here we are initializing our user interface elements, and after it this code is about destructor. So this is destructor of our project, and after it this is our function that will work on pushing button. Okay, push an OK button, and then I have to connect signal of button with slot. Okay, so here I have to use connect function. So this is our connect function, and here I will use UI because push button is user interface element. So here I will use arrow, and then name of button is push button. This is user interface element. So this is also an object that will fire a signal on pressing it. So what is signal? Here I have to define signal keyword, and after it I will uh, select or define here method that what is method that will be sent. So that is clicked. Okay, this is method or function, and after it this signal will be fired, and after it will be connected with slot. Okay, so here I will use this pointer and then keyword slot, and after it I have to select a slot or name of function, and here name of function is button. Okay, so I want to explain all this process again. This is our connect function. Okay, and here we are selecting our object that is a user interface element or a widget. Okay, so on pushing this button or widget, a signal will be fired and signal is clicked. Okay, and after it this signal will be connected with a slot. Okay, so here keyword slot is defined, and after it uh, what is included in this slot. So this is a function that is button function. Okay, so now I will go inside this button function, and here I will declare some usernames or some passwords. So first of all I have to use here q string. Okay, so this will be type of array or variable, and after it I will declare array because I have to same more than one user names. Here I will uh, declare name array, and after it I will assign some values to this array. So first value or username will abc. You can use any other name, and other name will be uh, C or DEF, and third name GHI. Okay, so these are user names, and after it I have to use or declare some codes or password. So I will uh, define again q string, and after it I will declare another array for codes. So here I will use code array, and after it I will assign some values to this array in a string form. So because our password can be a character, can be integer, and can be string. Okay, so here I will use password for first user abc and 1 2. Okay, and then password for second user that should be def 3 4 4 and after it I will use another password or code that should GHI and 56. Okay, so you can use multiple passwords and user interface, but I am using only three to save your time. Okay, and these are provided or registered names and passwords. Okay, now I have to get value from user. So here I will declare a variable to get value from user. So string, and then I will declare a variable that should user name, that user will enter, and then we will get using a user interface element that is line edit. Okay, this is line edit. So this is user interface element, so we are using this statement UI and then arrow and then line edit. And now I have to define that what is a type of that value, that is text. Okay, so I will select this text. So now we are getting user name from user using this line edit widget or line edit user interface element. And then I will use again string as a type of variable, and now variable will u code. Okay, user code, and then we will get a value by using this widget or user interface element that is line edit 2. Okay, so by using line edit 1 we are getting user name, and by using line edit 2 we are getting user code. Okay, so now I have to define type. So type is text of getting value. And then now because I have more than one values, so I have to use here loop, and I will use for loop. So here this is given in options, and then I will declare a variable inside this for loop. So int I is our variable, and I will assign 0 to this I. And here I will set condition or limit of this for loop. So this for loop will execute according to length or size of one of these two uh, arrays. Okay, so here I will use name and arrow and then length. Okay, so here length function. So in this way we are setting a limit for execution of this for loop, that this for loop will execute according to size of this name array. So size of this name array is 3 because we have saved 3 values in this array. So this for loop will execute 3 times. Okay, so sorry, here I have to use I less than. Okay, so this for loop will execute 3 times. Okay, and then this will be incremented by step by step. So here I will use I plus plus, and then I will go inside this for loop, and here I will use if condition. Okay, now I have to compare that uh, entered value of user name and entered value of user code are same as saved or registered in this project. So here I will use if condition, and here I have to set my first condition. So in first condition we will compare user names. So here I will use this user name variable name, and then I will compare this variable with uh, one of these saved values. So here I will use name array, and here I will use I. Okay, this is our first condition, that username should be matched with saved names. Okay, and after it I will use and operator, and then I will compare user code with these registered codes. Okay, so here I will set u code variable, and then I will compare this getted value with saved value. Okay, so here I will use code array, and here I will use I. Okay, so this is our condition. In this condition, first of all, we are trying to compare a user enter name with registered names. Okay, and after it, we will compare uh, user code with registered code. Okay, so after it, we will go inside body of this if condition, and here I will show a message, and that message should be for success. So here I will use queue message box, but before using this queue message box, I have to include here using sharp include, and header file is queue message box. Okay, I will select from given options, and after it I will use it inside this for loop and if condition. So here I will use queue message box, and now I will define type of this queue message box, and type of this queue message box will information. I mean it will display an information. So here first of all I will use this pointer, and then I will set a title for this queue message box. So title is welcome message. Okay, welcome message. This is title of queue message box, and after it I will use here comma, and now I want to go on next line to make it clear and easy to understand. You can do all this process in the same line, and after it I will display a string that user. So after it I will use column, and here I will display name of user. So here I can use both of these variable. I can use this variable, and also I can use this name array. Okay, so I want to use here name array. So here I will use name, sorry, using plus, because I have to concatenate it with this string. So here I will use name array, and here I will assign I, and after it I want to display some other message like you have successfully logged in, or welcome. Okay, we will display a message of welcome. So here I will concatenate this array, and after it I want to display next information on next line. So here I will use backslash and n, and now I will go to next line, and then here I will display welcome to login management system. Okay, and after it I will use here semicolon. Okay, so if our user name and user password is correct, so this message will be displayed. Otherwise we have to display another message using else or else if. Here I will use else if. Now I want to use a variable with type boolean. So here first of all I have to declare outside this for loop, so boolean and found. Okay, I will set it at false. Okay, and if this name and password is correct, then inside this if condition I will change status of found variable, and then I will set it true, and after it I want to uh, close or exit our for loop. So here I will use break statement. Okay, so for example, our first entering value, that is ABC, and password abc12 is correct and matches with this registered value, so our font will be true, and after it our for loop will be terminated. Okay, otherwise here we will set condition that if not found, I mean if found variable have false value. Okay, then we will display message of error. So here I will use this queue message box again. So I want to copy all this queue message box, and then I will paste it inside this else if condition. I want to set its position, and after it I will display another message, and then this message should about error. So here first of all I will change title of this message box, and here I will type error. Okay, error box, and then I will display a message invalid username or password. Okay, if user enters incorrect name or password, then this message will be displayed that invalid username or password. Okay, so this title is set on this message box, that error box, this is error box, and this message box is welcome message box. Okay, now our all process is completed. Now I want to execute this project, so I will press run button, and then I will wait for some time until completing this process or compiling all this my project. So here you can see this is our output. Now I will enter a username. So here I will enter abc, and then I will enter, sorry this is incorrect, I did not change text value, but here I have to enter a password abc12, and then I will press ok. Now you can see user abc, this is username, and after it we are displaying a message to user, welcome to login management system, and after it I will close it, and now I want to change uh, text value of this label. So this is enter password. Okay, then I will go back. This is our XML code, but I will go inside main window.cpp, and here I will run it again. So after a small time we will able to test our project, and here you can see this value is changed, enter password. Okay, now I will enter username. So here I will type second username, that was def, and password was def34. Okay, now I will press ok, but this is invalid username or password, but our username and password is correct, and then I will press ok again. But now you can see username and this successful message, that is welcome to login management system. So why was previous message that was about invalid input? So reason of that error box is that because we are using this if condition inside for loop. So I will uh, cut it from or inside from this for loop, and I will paste it outside our for loop. Okay, so I will remove this else, and then I will run my project again. So I have pressed run button, and after a small time, or after a small break, you can see this is our user interface window as output. So here I will type def username again, and then password def, and then 34. Now I will press OK. Now you can see that there is no error message box. Now this is welcome message box, that is welcome to login management system. But if I will enter incorrect name or password, then what will happen? I will press OK button. Now you can see invalid username or password because I entered incorrect username. Okay. Now if I will enter correct name and correct password, but they will separate from each other. So here I will enter other password that will um, ABC12 because we have registered this password ABC12 and we have also registered DEF username. So it should display error box. So this is error box, invalid username or password, because these both are not matching. In fact, our password of DEF should be DEF34, not ABC12, because we are comparing this username with our uh, password according to this username, because here you can see this is first username and then it should be matched with first password. Okay, if we try to enter second password with first username, then error message will be displayed. Okay, so if you will enter first username and first password, then you will be displayed successful message. Okay, so this was all about our registration and login management system. I hope this video will be very helpful and useful for you. If you like this video, please share with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.